Today, the Philippines faces a crisis, not of storms but of lies spreading like wildfire. 67% of Filipinos now say they're deeply worried about fake news and misinformation. This isn't a distant problem, it's in our homes, on our phones, and in our communities. At the center is red tagging, labeling people as communists or terrorists without proof. Imagine being branded a criminal just for speaking out or helping others. This label is a weapon, making people targets for harassment and violence. Red tagging isn't just political disagreement. It's a tool to silence dissent and spread fear. When journalists or human rights defenders are red tagged, it's an attack on our freedoms and humanity. The result? People become afraid to speak, organize, or participate in public life. Self-censorship grows, and those in power control the narrative unchecked. Truth itself is under siege, and coordinated disinformation campaigns are cracking the foundation of our democracy. The anxiety Filipinos feel is a rational response to a world where facts are disposable and lies are amplified. The fight against fake news is about defending our right to truth and protecting democracy. We must recognize the scale of this threat to fight back. Our future depends on it. The battle for truth is happening now, on our screens and in our streets. In the Philippines, Facebook is the main battleground for information warfare. With nearly every Filipino online, it's our digital public square. But it's also a weapon for spreading lies. Features that make Facebook engaging, speed, reach, algorithms, also make it perfect for amplifying misinformation. State-linked groups, especially the NTF-LCAS, use Facebook to systematically red tag activists and journalists. Official-looking posts brand people as terrorists, deceiving thousands. Algorithms push these posts further, creating echo chambers where lies become accepted as truth. Meta, Facebook's parent company, has failed to enforce its own rules against hate and harassment in the Philippines. Harmful red tagging content, even paid ads, often stays online despite warnings from researchers and civil society. This digital environment blurs fact and fiction, eroding trust in credible news. When Facebook fails to protect users from manipulation, it becomes complicit in real-world harm. The digital world and real world are deeply connected. Online lies have severe consequences offline. Our democracy suffers when truth is drowned out by coordinated disinformation. The stakes could not be higher. The most heartbreaking victims of this campaign of lies are the youth. Young activists, passionate for justice and change, are targeted by red tagging. For them, it's not just online insults, it's real-world harassment, surveillance, and threats. Take Haley Picayo, a 21-year-old activist falsely accused of terrorism for doing her job. Though charges were dropped, the trauma remains. Or Rowena Dasig, an environmental defender who disappeared, her activism making her a target. These stories show the human cost of fake news. Lives upended, futures stolen. Many young activists are forced into silence or self-censorship to protect themselves and their families. This is a tragic loss for our country, a generation of leaders silenced by fear. When we allow lies to persecute our youth, we fail not just them, but our nation's future. The flames of hope they carry must not be extinguished. Fake news and red tagging aren't accidents. They're features of a system built by government actions. Under President Marcos Jr., the crackdown on dissent has intensified. State agencies, instead of protecting citizens, have become major sources of disinformation. The Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 is a key tool. Its vague definitions allow authorities to detain critics without charge. The NTF-LCAS, with its vast resources, blurs the line between rebels and civilians, targeting activists and humanitarian workers. By labeling ordinary citizens as enemies, the state manufactures fear and undermines civil society. This combination of repressive laws and official disinformation creates a climate of impunity and control. When the government drives fake news, who can people trust? This is an assault on democracy and human rights. Dismantling this system is essential to restore trust and freedom. The time for accountability is now. The assault on truth can feel overwhelming, but we must not give in to despair. Change is possible if we act together. Human rights groups demand an end to red tagging, abolition of the NTF-LCAC, and repeal of the Anti-Terrorism Act. Social media giants like Meta must do more, invest in local content moderation, block paid disinformation, and enforce their own rules. But the fight for truth belongs to all of us. Pause before sharing. Check sources, read beyond headlines, and be skeptical of emotional claims. Support independent media and amplify credible voices. Correct misinformation in your circles and build a community committed to truth. Our democracy depends on informed, vigilant citizens. Stand together, demand accountability, and reclaim our digital spaces. The future of the Philippines is at stake. Let's defend truth, justice, and hope together. The time to act is now.